welcome to another episode of The Big Blue Curtain. I'm Sam Benson. Today I'd like to take a little bit of a break from talking about movies to talk about something a little different, and that is the canceling of the Simpsons character Apu. Now, I don't know how they came to this decision, but I can tell you the only people who are happy about it are white supremacists and neo-Nazis. Because those are the people who don't want to see brown people on The Simpsons. The Simpsons are yellow, which is like white for their universe. White supremacists want to see only yellow people on The Simpsons. So who's really winning? Who are you helping? So, as a form of protest, I'm going to do the top 10 Apu lines from The Simpsons because I'm not afraid of being canceled, and I'm not afraid of being a character that is just there to be funny and a good person. So what's wrong with that? That's my question for you. So here they go. The top 10 Apu lines. Okay? Number 10. This is not a lending library. It's because they're reading the magazines before they buy them. That's something I would hear from a convenience store worker all the time. Okay? Number 9. We're having our best season ever. And of course, that's because he has a new goalie. Right? You remember that one? Number 8. Listen, I'll die when I want to. Of course. He had strapped milk to his chest in order to feed his children. And he was very stressed out. And that was a pretty funny scene. Yeah. Number 7. Hindu. There are 700 million of us. That was a nice little roast, I think. You know, kind of the ethnocentric Christian values of The Simpsons. I think we're kind of held up to the fire at that one. Hindu, there are 700 million of us, right? As if other people have other languages that they can speak. Number 6. Never have I seen you look so unhappy while purchasing such a large quantity of ice cream. Of course, he's talking to the idiot father Homer from the show. Number 5. The hot dogs spin counterclockwise in fear when you arrive. Now, I gotta say, I wouldn't have put that number 5, to be honest. I don't know why that's in the list, but anyway, I guess they had to do something from the newer seasons. Here we go, number 4. Thank you, Masked Vigilante. Your overzealous homicide has saved me 80 cents. Now that one's a great one because we see lots of different issues going on with the stresses of being in a convenience store and especially working the midnight shifts. Number 3. I'm playing the world's smallest sitar for you. And of course he's saying that to Manjula, his wife. And that's a little joke because instead of the world's smallest violin, I think that's the normal thing people say, he said the world's smallest sitar, which is an Indian instrument. So that's kind of a funny one too. Number 2, when he's being kidnapped, they used nylon rope this time. That's another funny one to, remind us that the convenience store worker is a kind of a dangerous job. And number 1, Manjula will sell this store, dye her hair blonde, and marry my cousin Jangavlar. Of course, that's another dig at, let's say, we'll call it white trash or poor white people. And yeah, to be honest, this is not a lending library. Is the Apu line I've always said, and because it's such a common thing that you might hear someone say who works at a convenience store, and so I think that's I think I've said my piece. I hope that The Simpsons could understand that your character could still make choices and still be a viable character on your show, and then at least the white supremacists and neo-Nazis wouldn't be happy about you getting rid of ethnic people who aren't yellow, which yellow is white. So yellow supremacy. You're supporting yellow supremacy on The Simpsons. Please bring Apu back. If you need anybody, if the man who did his voice doesn't want to do his voice, I'll do his voice. This is not a lending library. See? It's all. Thank you. Now, we're just going to take a moment to have a word from our sponsor, and then we'll be back to talk about the new Sandra Bullock movie after this.